Hello and welcome back to Box Homeschool. My name is Trisha and I'm very excited for today's video because I'm very much looking forward to 2025 and I've gathered some resources and curriculum that I think would be great additions to start in the new year. And these are all things, I have a stack here for you, all great studies to start in January, either because they're designed that way or because there's no real start or end date. So you're not gonna feel that pressure of like, I need to finish this before the end of the school year. I wanna say a very special thank you to World Watch News for partnering with me on this video. More on them in just a bit. First, I wanted to share with you a new product that I have available, and it is this design right here. It says Habits Shape the Heart. And this is the t-shirt form. There's a t-shirt available, there's a crew neck and also a hoodie. But my favorite right now is the t-shirt because it's the Comfort Colors brand of shirts. And if you've ever owned anything from Comfort Colors, it is the most comfortable t-shirt. And I like to get it a little bigger, so this is a size medium. And there are several colors available for you to choose from, all with the same design and many different sizes. This color is called Blue Spruce, and I'm gonna leave the link to this shirt below, and on the site you can see photos of the t-shirt, crew neck, or hoodie option and decide which one would look great on you. But as you know, I love to share resources about habit training and including character studies in our morning time. So this design was really a no-brainer for me. It was reflective of our homeschool and the priorities that we have in our homeschool, and I like the idea of wearing your heart on your sleeve, and it's just a very easy wearable reminder to myself and my kids how much our choices today, how we choose to speak and act, really shape our character and shape our heart and how we affect others every single day. If you do purchase one of these, please tag me on Instagram at Box Homeschool. I would love to thank you personally. Okay, so here are some resources that I think would be great to start in the new year. The very first one is a Bible study, and I've been using a Bible study all last year on the New Testament. It was my first time doing a year study with the Daily Grace Co. and I loved it so much that I picked up their latest one, and it is called Christ in All of Scripture. Here's the cover, it's so beautiful. So this is just volume 1, if you can see how thick it is. There are 4 volumes all together in this series. It is a 52-week journey of discovering Jesus on every page of the Bible. This is week 1. Anything the Daily Grace Co. puts out is always so well done, so beautiful. The study I used last year is called Behold, and it was a guided reading throughout the Bible. So you would read a chapter each day and read their commentary on it, which was very helpful. And to have a summary in modern day language of what I just read. This study, Christ in All of Scripture, is a lot more in depth. So as you can see, they teach you how to mark up the text. So there's a copy of it here. And then they show you examples of how you can mark it up just to go deeper. There's a whole section on go deeper here with some discussion questions and fill in the blanks. And they do give you an example of how to do this. Let me see. I remember the example was really helpful. It includes a timeline of scripture, how to prepare for this. It is only 5 days a week. Oh, here's a good example. One of the things that I really like about this Bible study, it's designed to be done 5 days a week, which is exactly what I want to do. Monday through Friday, I'll use this. Now, if you have days skipped and you want to keep up with the schedule and you want to stay on top of it, you can use the weekend to catch up, which is another benefit for those of us that need that extra grace period. I think that is what helped me in staying on top of it and having an extra couple days to catch up if needed. I love the idea of going deeper this year and really getting into the scriptures and pondering on them more, staying with each section and taking notes. And just, I feel like the note taking is going to really help me to digest it and retain what I've learned. So this is the first one, a Bible study for you, Christ in All of Scripture. I will leave the link down below for all of these resources. The next thing I want to share with you are online resources. The first one is the sponsor of this video, World Watch News. World Watch News is a daily 10-minute news program, including current events, and they are really great about giving a wide range of different things going on in our world, from very serious, catastrophic, political, controversial things, topics, and they present it in an unbiased way, all the way down to something a lot more silly or animal fun or a fun fact about science or weather. For just 10 minutes a day, I'm very impressed with how well produced the show is and how they're able to cover so many topics. It has really helped my kids. My kids currently are ages 10 to 15, but we started using this when my youngest was, I think, 7. And I sit and watch with them too, and it's really helped us all to have a better understanding of what's going on in our world, even to a light degree. It is a Christian-run company, but I have found that it does not present information in a very biased way or something that would change or affect anyone's opinion. The main thing that I do see with any faith-based activity are in the ads, and that they'll have an ad for a Christian college or they'll have an ad for a Christian homeschool curriculum. But other than that, it is just a very thoughtfully produced show, and I think it's perfect for kids. I get a lot of questions asking at what age is this good to start, and for my kids, I wouldn't hesitate to start at 5. It's 10 minutes a day, it's not a ton of screen time, and it's giving you a glimpse into what's going on in the world. It helps so much with conversations with friends. Everyone in our family has their own, sphere of influence or just communities, and we're able to relate to some of the things going on in the world. And there have been several times where I've witnessed that because of World Watch News, my kids were able to participate in a conversation, to contribute to a conversation, or things have just come up in pop culture or in talking to our family where they will recall, oh, we learned that from World Watch News, or I heard about this story, and they have more to add, which is exactly what I had hoped for. Just some relevancy and awareness, and it's just perfect for kids and teens. And I'm so grateful to partner with World Watch. It's a company that I've already used and loved for so many years. Not only that, but they're willing to share a code with me that I get to share with you, which is good for 3 months free. So normally it's just a 7-day trial, free trial for 7 days, which is great. You can sample it for a week. So you can still get that 7 days free, but then by using my link down below in the description, you will get that 7 days and then the extra 3 months free will kick in, which I don't know of companies that do that, but 7 days plus 3 months for free. Make sure you use the link down below, and then there's a code as well to input at checkout, and you will get 7 days and 3 months free. This is a limited time deal. For my code, it's good until the end of January, so make sure you get on that. That is a great digital resource to start in the new year. There's no start or end date, and we use it every day in our morning meeting, and there's never any pushback. Nobody is against doing World Watch News. Everyone is in favor of playing the video every day. I look forward to it. I watch it with them, or I'll be prepping the next lesson, but I'm with them while it's playing, and my experience has been really great with this program. So I highly encourage you to take advantage of 7 days plus 3 months free. You just can't beat that, and there's nothing to lose. If you have any questions about World Watch, please leave me a comment down below and I'll be happy to answer you. Another online resource that you can start anytime, and one that I've talked about for a long time, is Lily and Thistle's Watercolor School. We've been using Watercolor School for years. The amazing thing about this subscription is that it is a lifetime membership. So when you do look to purchase it or find out more information about it, I'm going to leave my link below, which is an affiliate link, but every once in a while they will have a 50% off deal, which brings it down from like 190 something down to like 99, I think, for a lifetime subscription. And that's the beauty of it. Lifetime subscription, meaning you can use it with all of your children as they grow. If you have a wide range of ages of children, it works out so great. You more than make up for your money. There are so many lessons packed in this Watercolor School. Seasonal nature study. There's so many things that we have used it and paired it with different studies. So for a while we were just doing lesson after lesson after lesson with Watercolor School, but eventually we got to the point where we moved on. We still find ourselves pulling a lesson in every once in a while. So when we are studying something about fall or autumn, there's a lesson to go with that. Or we're studying about earth science and there's a lesson for that. You can just kind of pull in the lessons as you see fit and with different children as they grow as well. So I highly recommend Watercolor School. From the same company, they also have Nature's Art Club and a few other subscriptions as well. Nature's Art Club is the next one that we're most familiar with, and that one is similar to Watercolor School in that they have some watercolor lessons and it's all nature study based. It's so beautiful, but it also includes some crafts and other things that you're going to be using other materials besides watercolor. So my daughter, who's very crafty, loves Nature's Art Club, and that has been a blessing to us as well. We also have the lifetime subscription to that. So I'm gonna leave those down below, and you cannot go wrong with those two. Two more online resources that I want to touch on that are great to start in the new year, and I also have discount codes for. The first are online piano lessons with Hoffman Academy. If you have not tried Hoffman Academy yet, but you are interested in having your child learn a musical instrument, piano, Hoffman Academy is a great resource, very easy to follow. 2 out of 3 of my kids have used the program. 1 has graduated on and is taking formal in-person piano lessons now, loves piano. And I really credit Hoffman Academy for building such a love of music and an understanding of it and wanting to continue on. I never had to nag them about practicing piano. They just really enjoyed it. I'm so thankful for the program that Mr. Hoffman put together. There is a link and a discount code down below in the description. The other online source I wanted to talk about was OutSchool. And if your child wants to learn other instruments or just other skills, or if you see a need for strengthening in some math skills or writing skills, OutSchool has a lot of options for different tutors. We have used it for ukulele lessons. We have used it for voice lessons. This past summer, I used it for some math retention and some skill building. I really love that you can just kind of hop in and out of OutSchool, sign up for a class that lasts maybe 3 weeks, or they have regular ongoing like weekly classes, which I used to do for voice lessons with my daughter. And I really enjoyed the ease they provide and also the wide range of topics that they cover, so you can kind of find something for everyone. And that company also provided me with a link and a discount code for you below as well. This one I wanted to share with you is on math, and I've used this for 2 out of 3 of my kids. My third one is going to be starting this in January, and this is called Your Business Math Series. It's from Simply Charlotte Mason. This is the bookstore unit. It says right here, it's a fun way to practice math and learn business skills. And my oldest daughter went through this one, the bookstore, and my son went through the pet store. They also, I think, have a sports store. So you can pick out of those, what would they be most interested in? So my daughters love to read and they know a lot of book titles. So this is fun because you're basically running your own bookstore, which is already so fun. So they use the concept of running and managing a store to practice math skills, which is so fun. So here's the bookstore catalog. They have all these different book titles, and you're going to figure out which titles would probably be popular and then purchase those so that you have them in your inventory. They're going to have you make price tags, enter ledger entries. You're going to fill the orders, calculate tax. So here's the first page, your grand opening in the student book. And then you're going to fill the orders. You're going to figure out sales tax. You're going to adjust your inventory amounts, calculate any additional in-store sales. There's chance cards that come with this. And these are like normal things that would happen in real life business. Like you had a plumbing leak, or profitable things like some teacher came in and bought all these books for their classroom. So you made a lot more than expected. You have your normal bills to pay every month, electric company, water, gas, store rent, your telephone bill, your trash bill. I don't know if you write checks still, but they teach you how to write checks. And you think about your marketing plan, like how much money you want to invest into advertising. So the way they do it is the more that you invest in advertising, the more that you make, you'll calculate that percentage. And then at the end of each month, you'll have a profit and loss sheet that you fill out. So the way that I've been using this curriculum is usually in middle school. I usually start this maybe 5th, 6th grade. So I am going to start this with my 4th grader in January. So the way that I would usually run this is schedule math 4 days a week, Monday through Thursday. And then on Friday, I would schedule your business math, bookstore math, we usually call it. And that would count as their math for the day. So 4 times a month will take us through all the activities for January. We'll just kind of divide it up proportionally so that we're done by January. And then each month you just keep doing it, and it goes all the way through December. So for the entire year, you're running this store and calculating percentages, and your child is in the thick of it, learning fractions, percentages. There's adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing involved in this series. Then this would be a great study. Again, with my other 2 kids, 5th, 6th grade was just about right for this study. And for my youngest, 4th grade is just fine too. So this is a great one to start in the new year if you're looking for a math supplement. Along the same same lines, I have one for my high schooler. This is Consumer Math for Real Life. Very similar in theory. There's a lot of practicality in this one. I really like the look of it, if you can see. There's like grid paper on the side. This lesson I just randomly turned to. It's how to file annual income tax forms. So we just started this school year, and I'm only doing it on Mondays and Fridays with my daughter, my high schooler. So I will work through it with her. I love what we've learned so far. The very beginning of this started with a biblical view of life, and then it gets into a biblical view of money, but it really helps you set goals. So what do you want to do with your life? And they kind of break that down and they say, okay, let's just narrow it down and pick something so we can use it as our example throughout the book. And they talk about how to, basically life after high school. They help you narrow it down by having you list out your strengths and your weaknesses, careers that I would dislike or careers that fit my interests. And you're looking up those different careers, maybe 3, and researching what kind of education is required for those careers. So I love the little baby steps and kind of working backwards a little bit to research. So even if they don't choose that career, for example, it could really help narrow things down for them as they do more research. They're assigned to do this research to really understand what they want to pursue and what does that require. We also went through and figured out, like, does your child want to go to college? And if so, what kind of college? And let's look at the cost of that, the majors available at each college. How much would it cost, including room and board if that's necessary for the school that you want to go to. We're also looking at the specific degrees that college offers to see if that fits into what you're seeking for your career. Any scholarships or grants available, biblical worldview of money, your first job. So what are you doing now? What do you want to do right now? What can you do right now? And then how many hours do you think you can put into that? What kind of pay would that offer? So we are reading this together, and then I'm handing it off and she's doing the research to complete the assignments in this book. So additional topics that are included in this study that we have not covered yet: making money, income tax, payroll deduction, working for yourself, creating a business plan, banking, so all things banking, debit cards, savings accounts, which bank is right for you, life insurance, health insurance, learning the lingo. I need that probably. A biblical view of investing, 401k, when to invest, stocks, dividends, capital gains and losses, bonds and mutual funds. There's budgeting. Everyone needs a budget, types of expenses, estimating expenses, paying bills, saving, short-term, long-term, project saving, borrowing money, housing, maintaining a home, shopping for food, cooking and baking, transportation, clothing, bargain shopping, and vacation. And I love that each unit starts with a biblical view of blank. So if it's investing, a biblical view of investing. I love the structure of this and just the way that they weave in a biblical view into all of these very practical, relevant things that our kids need to know before they launch from high school. I will link this one below as well, Consumer Math for Real Life. This has been really good so far. We are only on Unit 2, but again, this is something that I feel you can start at any time in the year, and it would be no pressure to finish by the end of the year. You can just continue on at the start of the next year or through the summer. There's no end date to this one or no rush to finish. And if your high school is like mine and taking some pretty rigorous courses, it is good to start early on, so that for me, the goal would be to finish this before she graduates. So it gives us some time, some flexibility in it to finish it. Okay, and the last one I wanted to share with you is a guide for Valentine's Day. My copy is a little older. I think I picked this up the very first year that it was sold. This one is from Brighter Day Press. It's the Valentine's Guide. And I pulled this out for you because I just remember how much fun this was. I feel like this is great for the elementary years. If you have kids in that range, check this one out. It's a 1-week study and it talks about 4 different kinds of biblical love. Whitney does a great job of just curating such a great plan that's simple but meaningful at the same time. There's a scripture reading each day, a craft. We really like the crafts in this one. Some delicious recipes to make each day. Simple though, easy and not too complicated. There's a action, like a love in action, that you can do, a hands-on activity that you're actually blessing someone or loving on someone. I love that part of this. And then another activity that is a little more individual, like Valentine's Day Mad Libs, something fun for each day to add to it. Look at this one, interview a married couple. I love this. So my daughter brought this to us and we answered some of her questions and it was a great time. So this one probably not start at any time of the year, but I thought now is a good time to share it because it's coming up soon. And I like to get my studies early so that I'm ready to go, grab the books from the library, any ingredients or materials that we want to have on hand, and just kind of have the plan so I'm not like rushing and feeling behind myself. So this is a really great guide to check out from Brighter Day Press. So I'll link that down below as well. So those are some of my favorite kind of undated, except for the Valentine's Day study, resources and curriculum that we have really, really loved in our homeschool. If something came to mind for you that's similar, please share that down below to me in the comments. And thank you again to World Watch News for partnering with me on this video. Do not miss this deal. It's going to go away at the end of January. 3 months absolutely free of the World Watch subscription. You can see for yourself why we love it so much. Give this video a like before you go, and I will see you in the next video.